In the 13th century, the first weight-driven clocks were developed. By the next century, spring-driven clocks were invented. Legend has it that the great warrior and later King of Scotland, Robert the Bruce, received one of these early portable clocks, or as they would later be known, watches. At the outset of the Battle of Bannockburn, Bruce orchestrated the final victory for Scottish independence by keeping precise time. Over the years, Bruce's pocket watch was passed down from generation to generation of his descendants. During the American Revolution, John Young, a direct descendant of the great Scottish king, was said to have possessed this watch. As an aide to George Washington, he used the watch to successfully coordinate the final victory at Yorktown in 1781. In 1817, this watch was given to the young child in the family, William Alexander McCain of North Carolina. McCain would later own a 2,000-acre plantation and 52 slaves. In 1861, he joined the Confederate Army during the Civil War and brought with him into combat this ancestral watch. He was later to die in battle in 1863, but a fellow soldier returned the watch to his widow, Mary Louisa McCain. His son, John Sidney McCain, took over the Mississippi plantation and kept the watch above the family hearth, where it would sit for 50 years. In 1917, America could no longer ignore the catastrophe in Europe. As his son, John S. McCain, known as Slew, was about to embark on a journey to unimaginable horror, he was given this watch. Slew, who would eventually become an admiral in the U.S. Navy, returned from World War I, and he bestowed to his own son, John S. McCain, Jr., this historic and sentimental timepiece. Only 24 years later, America would again enter a world war. During World War II, John Jr., who would also eventually become an admiral in the Navy, commanded a submarine in the vast Atlantic. After years of conflict and endless hardship, he arrived home. When he saw his young son, John S. McCain III, he gave him the watch that he had kept with him throughout the years on his submarine. Young John S. McCain III would eventually carry this watch to combat himself in the Vietnam War. In 1967, at exactly 5 o'clock, John McCain was shot down over North Vietnam. He spent over 5 years in the infamous Hanoi Hilton POW camp. The North Vietnamese made sure to strip all U.S. soldiers of their belongings and their clothes. John could never allow his family's heirloom, this ancestral watch, to fall into enemy hands. This watch was his birthright. As much as blood and courage, this watch is what made him a McCain. With no other option, he inserted the watch in his ass. For 5 long, very painful years, this historic watch remained in John McCain's ass.
This is the end.
Finally, upon his release, John McCain, with so many painful memories, impulsively sold this watch to a dealer in Arizona. And now, this incredible watch, with its unique history, can be yours. From the American Revolution to the battlefields of Antietam and Verdun to John McCain's ass, this watch is like no other, with a history that can never be forgotten. From Yorktown to the depths of the Atlantic to the depths of John McCain, this watch is packed with memories and history. And now, it can be yours for only $199.89. But act now, and we'll give the watch a special cleaning. Don't miss this incredible opportunity of a lifetime. Only $199.89, reduced from $249.59. Become a part of American history and get a piece that was once in a part of John McCain. Call the number on your screen now to order the watch. Don't wait. Show your patriotism and your love for this great nation.